Hello everyone, this is Diane. I had breakfast with my friend Debbie today. Hi Debbie. And after breakfast, we went to a little shop just up the road from the little diner we were at. And it has changed hands since the last time we went. And we were a little disappointed that it's more like, it was a vendor store and there were booths with different vendors with their things, but there wasn't a lot of vintage stuff. But I did find a crafty spot, and it's not brand new crafts, so it's like a thrift store. So I found this bag, and I'm going to show you the things that I found, but first, let me show you a couple other things. I got several Christmas cards from some of my YouTube friends. This was a really pretty Christmas card by Alicia that she made. It's got a couple layers here with a pretty tree and a nicely printed, she printed that on her computer. And this is from Cindy, and it looks like Tim Holtz ephemera on it, on this pretty patterned cardstock. She stenciled it inside and added a little Santa sticker. And then this one is from Mardell, and whoops, I'm sorry, got my addresses showing, but this is made out of a sugar bag, a domino sugar bag, and then she cut out these little gingerbread cookies and added them, and some, of course, the stamps and this snowflake. So this is a really fun envelope that she made. And inside is this really pretty card that she did. It's got a pretty cord wrapped like spirograph. Looks like a spirograph. Remember those? And it's got this fringy stuff and the pretty snowman on foil. Pretty bow. It's just beautiful. And she put a note inside, and she sent me this clipping out of an old magazine. It says, "Come to Pennsylvania this autumn. Ever drive through a rainbow?" And this is a picture of a lady and her Dalmatian taking a picture at the Grand Canyon of Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. And my sister lives in Wellsboro, so that's pretty neat. Thank you for sending me that. And a coaster, Santa Claus coaster, and a tag made out of a Christmas card. Isn't that pretty? So it's fun to get things like that from some of my viewers and, junk journal friends. Thank you, ladies, for all of those. And if you saw the video where I was organizing my white bookshelf, I talked about getting some new plastic pouches to replace some of those that are all broken up. This one has a Velcro closing, and it's got a 1-inch spine on it, if you want to call it a spine. So it opens up 1 inch wide. And there are, I don't remember how many are in here, but there's a lot. And I told you that I didn't get any more of these, but I did. I forgot. This was the other size pouch I ordered, and it is smaller than I expected. I guess I didn't pay enough attention to the dimensions. So I'm gonna, when I replace broken pouches with these, and I'll see if these are things I can use, and if not, I will just return them to Amazon and get a slightly bigger size. I just wanted to show you all of those things, and you'll be able to see the finished bookshelf once I finish the whole room and do a tour of the room. But this is what I got at the thrift store today. I got a spool of green pom-pom, which would have been perfect for Christmas journals, but I'm sure I'll use it for other things. And it was $2 for a brand new spool. I'm trying to see if it says how much is on it. 4 feet. But I got other pom-pom trim. Look at these. Let's open one and see what it looks like. There's a lot in there. This says 20 yards embroidery supplies. So if that wasn't used, it looks like it wouldn't have been used because it's stuffed pretty full. somebody bought 20 yards and then didn't use it. And I think some other stuff got stuck in there, but maybe it came with it. I don't know. And I paid $3 for this bag. So we have, oh, it's a tassel. Oh, that's cool. I could hang that on a spine. I like that. And, well, I didn't want to pull all of this out, but I'm going to. This needle kit. So I wonder if they were like little bonuses, because this one has a needle kit in it too. And there's something underneath that label that's, it's not one of these, I don't think. But this is a pretty pom-pom with the braided band at the top. And I love the color, that pale mint green color. There's a lot here. I don't need 20 yards. And this one is a lime green. I hesitated slightly, not much, on this cover or color because it's not a color I use a lot, but I could. I would use it if I had it, I think. Especially for like domestic arts and glue books and stuff like that. Oh, it's got a rainbow applique. So I think these were ordered from something like Shein. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's got some Chinese on it. And these were just little bonuses, like the rainbow applique. And there's that one. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I'm glad I got it. $3 for all that pom-pom trim. That's great. And I got this bag of sari ribbon for $2. And there's a whole skein of this cream color. And then it's got these smaller portions of something else. I wonder if this is one of those, were they bindi rugs, or I can't remember what kind of rugs they were that people were buying and taking apart. But it's, I'm not sure if this was the kind of material that was in those rugs, but it's definitely a fabric that I can use in tags and stuff. And then this is a, looks like a variegated, I thought it was a bunch of different saris, but I think it's all one, and it's just variegated, and that's pretty. So I think I said $2 for all of that. Here's a fun bag we're going to look at. I think I'll save this for last. Definitely has yo-yos, and it has another bag, looks like some more pom-poms or braided trim or something in there. So we're going to take a look at that. Save that for last. I picked up this partial tablet with the blue lined paper because I like to use colored lined paper in my journals, and this was 50 cents. This is a fringe, an olive green fringe with like a tribal design on it, and this was $2, unopened, and it's probably oh, this one's only 3 feet, so it's only 1 yard, but I'll use that. And look at this little bag of fabric clusters that somebody made. Let's see what all is in here. Got little punched out papers. Some of those scrapbook papers I recognize. Layla's down here with me, by the way. She's sitting at my sewing machine section there on my table, and she's doing a project on her computer. Want to say hi, Layla?
Hi.
So look at these cute little fabric clusters. There's 2 pieces of fabric and a button sewn in the middle. And it was $1 for this bag. Oh, she did some little hand stitching on them, which I didn't even notice. 3 of them. 4 of them. Yeah. Oh, that was machine stitched. Pretty stitches done on the machine. So $1, sorry, for 5 clusters and this pretty card with birds, a couple of embellishments, and some punched out circles. I got some packs of Project Life cards for $1 a pack. So I think they're just plain. Let me see if there's a design on the back. They're grid. Oh, they're colored on the back. pretty neutral colors. But they have a grid design, and I really want to just, when I get a chance, I'm going to just take some of these cards and add some embellishments to them and have them ready to go in a journal. So the person that now owns this shop that we went to, she does the estate sales that I go to when they're here in the valley where I live. So I was excited to go to this shop that she bought it a while ago, and I went one time and it was closed. It must have been a holiday. I think it was a holiday, like Labor Day or something like that. And I hadn't gone back since. So this was the first time I've been in it since she bought it. So I was expecting good things, but I was disappointed at that it's not more vintage stuff in it. Because that's what the store used to have, with more vintage. And then I've got the bigger size ones with same neutral background and light and dark grid, different colors of grid patterns. And they were $1 a pack. First thing I found in that little store were these trims. Red vintage rickrack. I've been out of red vintage rickrack for a long time. I bought a pack of new red, and I think I've used that all up too. So red rickrack is pretty popular in my shop, in my projects must be, because I keep running out of it. And then this trim, I don't know what it's called. I guess it's kind of, I don't know if this is called Pico, this trim, but I like it. It's made with just threads that are looped. And that was $1. Those each were $1. And then I got this pack of labels for 25 cents. I like the red color, and I like that they have lines on them. See, they look like that. Unopened pack, 25 cents. There were quite a few packs of scrapbook paper there. And I was tempted by one of the thick ones that had the thin paper that I like to use for junk journal pages, but I really don't need any more paper. And I flipped through it, and there wasn't anything that I thought I really need to have that, so I restrained myself. I didn't buy any of the scrapbook paper until I found these two. I just would find them scattered here and there throughout the shop. So I got this one because of the bright polka dots. You know I like polka dots, but I thought these bright colors would be really awesome, and I didn't want to pass it up for $4. And these will make great backgrounds for tags and pockets, and then embellish them. So I got that. And this one, I really want to open it and look at it. It is Stampin' Up. At first, I just thought it was a pack of all the same papers. And then I turned it over and realized it's Stampin' Up. And it's a kit called Birthday Memories. And I have no idea what the other papers look like. There probably are 2 of each design. And I just thought this would be really cute in a Golden Book journal. But I want to see what else is in here. For $4, I thought I would take the chance and see if they're papers that I like. And they should be double-sided because they're Stampin' Up. So we have these animals with balloons and birthday cakes and pretty stripes on the back. We have packages and balloons and party hats and polka dots on the back. Oh, I love this. It's a little girl with cupcakes. I'm showing it to Layla. It's so cute. And cakes and balloons. Well, now I'm really glad I got this. I see poodles. Aren't they cute? That is adorable. You got birthday cakes. Oh, we didn't look at the back of the poodles. It's got a yellow pattern on it. Birthday cakes. And there's the baker and the decorator. And animals. This is really cute too. This looks like Richard Scarry. Look at the turtle with his present. This is really fun paper. I'm glad I got it. She fidgets. She was drumming her fingers on the table. She's a fidgeter like me, so I can't criticize her. I can just remind her. All right, then I got this. And I know I don't need wallpaper border, but this has chickens on it. And I didn't know the price. I couldn't find a sticker on it. So I took it up to the register and I told the lady, I don't know how much this is. And she said, how about 50 cents? And I said, perfect. So I got this full wallpaper border for 50 cents. I have a rooster wallpaper border that I was going to put I was going to cut pieces and put it in my shop. So now I can add this to it. I'm glad I didn't put it in my shop yet. So I'll add pieces of this and put them both together. See if we can get this sticker off and we can see what it all looks like. These little chicks here caught my eye. But I could see there's a chicken there too. There's the chicken. Okay. Oh, look at that. A rooster and a chicken. Sunflowers, all kinds of flowers, and a barn full of hay. A tractor, very peaceful farm scene. I love this. Definitely worth 50 cents. And now we get to look at that little bag with the yo-yos in it. I was very excited to find the various pom-poms that I got. There was another roll this size of pom-poms, but it was a green one just like the other one I had, so I figured I didn't need two of those. Look at this bag and this bag. I think, oh, I guess they are just one trim with pom-poms on them. Cool, we'll take a look at those. And that's it, just those two plus, look at all these pom-poms. These are not vintage, I don't think. They're not as old as some of them I have. These look like pretty modern ones, but one has bird cages on it. Ladybugs. These are so pretty and bright and vibrant, and sometimes that's what I want. Sometimes I want the old vintage ones, but I like to have a variety. So I have various sizes and colors, of course, and ages of pom-pom trims now. Or not pom-pom, yo-yo. This one has cherries on it. I love these. I'm glad I got that. This bag was $2. All these pom-poms plus these little bags of trim, and they have a sticker for $2 on them, but they were stuck right in that bag. I did not do that. So I'll only open one of these because these are both the same. Beautiful bright trim with, oh look, it's got little beads and a pom-pom, and then yarn tied into a tassel. That's very unique. I got two pieces of that. And that's what I got at that thrift store today. So tell me what your favorite thing is. It's a cross between this trim and my bag of yo-yos for me, I think. But I really like this too. So I liked it all. And it was worth going, even though we were disappointed. And Debbie found a couple things too. She doesn't do these. She doesn't look for the same things I look for. I'm not even sure what she bought, because I paid for my stuff and then I went back to the restroom while she paid for hers, so I don't even know what she got. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and you'll see it put to use in future journals. I hope you're having a creative day. Bye.